Hello and welcome to Andar Plays Europa Universalis 4 Superstates Mod as New York, Part C's, which is the French word for 16. For my, I gotta throw a bone to my French audience out there, the French audience that I don't have, unless you're watching this from France right now, in which I say, hello. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say hello in French, but no, just 16. One bone thrown. We are at war with Virginia. We have our Florida allies, which we were just at war with Florida, so it's quite the turn of events. We inherited this war because we went to war with Maryland, in which we took Frederick and made the rest of Maryland our vassal republic in the hopes of incorporating them later and forming the Mid-Atlantic Union, but Maryland was already at war with Virginia, so now we inherit that war. And we have decided that our war goal in Virginia is to take Summit and free West Virginia if we can. If not, I'm fine with just white piecing out, because this is a defensive war, because Virginia wants to take DC. I don't want them to take DC, and we have found ourselves in battle. We should retreat our guys as soon as we can. I don't want anything. I don't want this battle. They should get out. There we go. It's alright, we can lose that war score. I think we took a lot more out of them than they took from us. And these guys, we need to... Protestant zealots again. I thought we were done with that, but evidently not. So, I'm gonna try and see if we can get these guys. No, not through there. Let's get you to Baltimore, and then you guys can rendezvous with the Michigans and Marylanders in Arlington. And eventually, I guess we'll gather our troops and turn around and get them out of Frederick, if we can, and maybe deal with that, those Protestant zealots before they do the same thing they did in the last few episodes, which they took Cuyahoga, Erie, Buffalo, and Edmond, and then we have to reconvert it all over again. But now we have Land Leader Fire +1, those Virginians better watch out. However, Virginia also just took piece of our colonies. This is the first intercontinental war. Which, we're not exactly winning, and I don't really want to devote resources down there either. So they can occupy as much as they want, because I'm taking the bigger prize. Hopefully. With luck. I mean, their capital's right there. It shouldn't be too much. Attack is always the best option. We can't be affording to lose stability in these dire moments. Unbearable. And how well is the siege of Wood going? I'll tell these guys to link up with them if I can. Link up. Attach. Hold on, let's consolidate. Like that. And attach. So they've taken Frederick. Don't know where they're going now. Hopefully to kill those rebels up there. That'd be the coolest thing. Yay, we don't have to deal with it. Alright, that's gonna weaken them up there quite a bit. So why don't we disattach, send these guys over to Wood, consolidate these guys as much as possible, detach this siege, send these guys to Summit, and we'll pick up what's left after they're done weakening themselves. Like this. And you know what? Well, yeah, how about we just make sure this extra 5,000 gets there, just in case we need it. So now they're demoralized from that fight, and we're gonna start this battle off with greater numbers, greater morale. So it should be quite the stomping. So they are going to go for the immediate retreat. So I'm going to, with my smaller army, go back down there. I wonder where these guys are going to start retreating to. Actually, I'll send the smaller army to Frederick. Send the bigger army to Wood. And there seems to be a small occupation in Providence. I don't really care about that. They can't really siege very much. They're in a very weak position. I mean, I could send my big army down there to fight them while they gather their strength. Maybe I should. It's taking them way too long. Okay, maybe I can get in there in time then. And there we go. Battle. We're in this. Did we kill them all? I think we did. Okay, so now the major army of Virginia has collapsed. Which is beautiful. Really. Well, I just have to see how far we can push this. And in the meantime, let us see. Our relations with them are very good. We will be able to annex them 26th of September, 1568. Not too long from now, and that'll give us time to increase our relations to a good point. Wonder how effective this blockade is right now. Okay, we've managed to occupy a little bit. Send these guys in. Wonder where all those little bits of Virginian troops are going to converge. Probably never be able to converge of enough numbers to be a threat ever again. I mean, they can't possibly win this war after this, right? Right? Hope not. That'd be dumb. They're gonna try as much as possible to get Providence, though. Maybe we should be concerned about that. I'm just gonna keep on trying in La Plata then. I don't really want more of Brazil. If Brazil is going to be difficult. Kill the natives there so I can move on down. Little sidetrack from the battles going on. Never hurt anybody. Now I get some West Virginians. We're trying to liberate you. You don't. What are you doing, man? Alright, yeah, sure, just occupy that whole area. Meanwhile, my guys take their sweet time. Michigan's going to be occupying the capital. They also have a 2-star general down there. I wonder whose it is. Is it Michigan or Maryland with the 2-star general? Okay, so now they have an unfortunate amount of troops. They're going to try and kill everyone in Frederick. I'm going to try and prevent that from happening. Hopefully I can get there in an appropriate amount of time. Looks like they're sending troops too. If my men can hold out long enough to get in there and we can keep the siege going, we'll simultaneously, once again, destroying their military force. Oh, why don't we just combine these two militaries, detach a siege, and kill these West Virginian rebels real quick before continuing on our way. Oh no, the 2-star general was Florida's little bit. That was a pretty big nosebleed that our troops just had to suffer there. Nothing impossible to overcome. As soon as we take whatever this is. Yeah, sure. See, there we go. Now let's see if we can force a peace. I want Summit. Alright. And I want you to release West Virginia. You will do that. And I want money. All the money. Probably can't push for much more. Return Hamilton, Tennessee to Georgia. Can't do that. Nope, I'm pushing the bounds of what I can do. I'll send that demand. And the war is over. Fine. Look at that. Beautiful. Virginia has been dealt a serious blow. They would accept vassalization and alliance with me as soon as we can get that sorted out. We have no diplomats to send. We will soon enough, though, I'm sure. Put these guys out here in Cuyahoga. Add corps in Frederick. And try to get one in our new Ohio territory, which has American Baptists in it. That will end soon enough. You know, despite Utah is at war with California again. Despite Utah invading all these territories, they're not really spreading their religion very much. Still a lot of disconnected Catholics out there. So they'll all meet up in Cuyahoga. Now what? We don't have any colonists to send because that colonist is going down there. We've just kind of retreated from Brazil. It's alright. We got our little slice. That's all that matters. I don't know why it didn't turn into a colonial republic, though. It's got 5 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 5 provinces. 6, yeah. But like they probably just took colonial republics out. Which, is a good thing, but I wish I would have known that prior to abandoning Colombia. That's alright. Puerto Rico isn't too bad. We're allied with them. Even though they didn't want to help us. It's fine. We'll get through it. And now we have West Virginia. We'll get an alliance with them. And we'll offer vassalization to them as soon as our relations become appropriate for that to happen. Okay. So I'll merge this army together. Consolidate. Oh, what's this? Because I liberated West Virginia, they've become a monarchy as a result. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. The Kingdom of West Virginia. Although that'll, as a result, we will get their vassalization quicker, because now we are together. Unlike Maryland, which is still a democracy. Well, eventually. That's all I can really say. One day, everything will be great. So yeah, Virginia must be feeling really bad right now. Next war, we have to try and liberate South Carolina, because South Carolina also has cores on basically all of North Carolina, and that would cut their nation, that would take over half of their nation away from them. And they'd probably collapse as a result. I imagine Kentucky would rebel, Tennessee would probably declare war, try to get Franklin. It would work out very well, but I didn't want to bite off more than we could chew. I mean, we could have probably killed Virginia right then and there, but let's drag it out. Let's stab them and then, you know, just leave the knife there for a bit, twisting it slowly. Because once you've betrayed the Kingdom of New York in the way that Virginia has, you don't get a quick death. Lose 50 diplomatic power? That's alright. Nothing interesting going on there. Let's get rid of some of these things. Disputed secession. Defender of the faith. Claims Puerto Rico. You didn't help us. A defensive war, you say? Well, how'd you get into this battle in the first place? Fine. Okay, don't know why I'm at war or who I'm at war with. 2 minor Mexican states. Okay. I will not help at all. That will be my contribution. There you go, have fun. Too many diplomatic relations? Sure, why not? Cores. Own cores everywhere. Now let's try... I'm going to recall the colonists from here. Growth will still happen in that province. But you know what? I don't want to give up on Brazil just yet. Let's take as much territory as we can. I'm not going to let Virginia kick us out, that's for sure. And I've also been taught a valuable lesson that these provinces over here need defenses. They're going to be part of New York. They need to be defended. Like that. A spy agency? Courthouse would be really good in a lot of areas. Particularly Massachusetts. And Cuyahoga can't build anything there right now. Just leave it at that. Build a level 3 one of those. Armories where there aren't. Training fields where there are armories. Gradually upgrading. So we have more manpower. More manpower equals bigger military capabilities. Especially in Delaware. Okay, we just lost one of our generals. Let's get some more goods produced. And then, you know, we'll wait a little bit. See what we're actually dealing with in this corps here. We have 11 infantry, 7 cavalry. I don't like that. Get all the artillery over there. Now let's get the units back to the divisions we had. Which was 10 infantry, and then 5 of the other things. Okay, Texas, sure. And that would just be one of those. Alright, so the heretics of that land have been pacified. We'll send the harder hit guys over that way. So, Let's try and build this back up to a 30 stack. If we can't, we can't. We don't have the manpower for that. Oh well. These guys we won't utilize for anything other than reinforcements for, you know, the first army here. Although we should probably put a general in charge. George, how'd you like to lead? You guys are at 156. If I were to send you a gift... Wait, why do I have a diplomat? Am I improving relations with these guys? Okay, I am. Am I improving relations with these guys? I am. Okay. Oh no, I would have to stop improving relations with one of them to get them set up. But I'm almost best friends with these guys. If I wait just a little bit longer, they'll be over 190, and I can vassalize them. We got North Carolina rebels. I don't see any Virginian attack force coming after them. Hopefully they can stay strong. Okay, I fortified somewhere, which means I need a new mission. Colonize Grain Coast, create an army for our nation. I would love to do that. That is what I intend to do anyway. After all. These guys say they love me. But no one actually wanted to join me in the war against Maryland, so I don't know why I would want to help them. Although if I let Maryland keep Frederick, then these two, West Virginia and Maryland, would have formed great buffer states. I mean, they still do. Our only border is, you know, that little tiny bit there, and there's a river there. Clear border. So that's good. Decent. Okay. Let's get 10 more troops. Five. 10. And that'll make this guy's a 30 stack. And then we'll start getting to work on making this a 30 stack. And then we'll have 60,000 troops again. Oh, I'd have to spend a diplomat if I wanted to support rebels in this area. Which these guys will accept vassalization now, so maybe I can send some money their way. Become mine. And they did. Okay, so George just died. That's unfortunate. We need more military leadership. Sure, Virgin Islands. Sure. Let's, I don't know. Diplomacy. Covert actions. Support rebels. The North Carolinians. How much money are we making? Yeah, let's just give them everything. Potential extra local reinforcement. Send. I want them to have as much as possible. Boom. They are now being completely supported by us. And they have equal numbers with the, you know, the government troops. So hopefully North Carolina can find itself victorious. Looks like Florida has started to invade Georgia there. We can't offer to join the war. And they didn't invite us either. Very weird. Perhaps we will see a Florida empire. Maybe Florida will, Oh, no, Florida did have enough troops to fight those Georgians. We have a self-sustaining colony somewhere. And we have rebels down here. Cuyahoga. Let's see, let's look at our culture map real quick. I wanted to see accepted culture. Well, I know the accepted cultures though. So let's try and get Hoffman. No, can't, they still have nationalism going on. So I guess Ohioan is the only place we can change culture at. So that's what we'll do. Right there. And I just got a free... Okay, those guys are good. Kill the people here. And keep going down. We'll have all of Chile. Oh no, we need a new conquistador. That guy's really good. 2-star general conquistador. Why can't I get that when I get actual generals? I'll have to send him up north if we ever go to war. Don't know if there's a penalty for using conquistadors as just regular generals, but that's what I'm gonna use. I mean, if he's 2 stars, that's wonderful. Gotta get those advantages. Now they're speaking my language. Summit is now part of our country. And we can send some missionaries down there. Those guys are taking their sweet time. Move! Quicker! Faster! Stronger! Or call diplomat. We have improved our relations as much as we can. That has been discovered. And sent home. That's unfortunate. We'll just have to continue supporting the rebels in whatever way we can. But let's take a look at Maryland real quick. We have 200 relation with them. We cannot annex them for a while. That would be under influence actions. So 1568. It's alright, we'll wait. We have other things to do in the meantime. Like, support rebels down there some more. Boom. Send. Like that. And, I'll get these ships together. Like that. And then they'll start protecting trade in the Atlantic coast, northeast coast, southeast coast. Why not? Let's mess with Virginia. I think that would be fun. Yeah, so now we've taken the entire east coast. We have the most trade power on this entire side of the country. The continent, really. So we're also the biggest in thought we were the biggest down here in the Caribbean as well, but it looks like Puerto Rico's got that covered. What are our guys doing? They're defending the Caribbean, right? Yeah. I guess the Puerto Ricans just have a better navy, more navy strength down there. We'll give it to them. We're friends. We can be number 2 somewhere. I've lost sight of our rebels. Did they get killed? That's unfortunate. Oh, and we're not at war anymore. I forgot that we even had a thing going on. Has been expelled and sent home. Alright. Nope, they're still alive. Covert actions. Support rebels. again. Send. And we're gonna keep doing that until we win. They win, as a matter of fact. Hopefully they get another stack of like 30 troops and then they just stomp all over the place. Oh, Michigan's attacking Ontario, it would seem. Quebec is trying to get back old territory too. Although it looks like they're starting to lose their war with Newfoundland. They should have probably asked for our help. Don't know why they have refused to do so. Prestige from land battles, plus 100%. Now we have a rebellion down there, which we're about to just completely win. Yeah, look at that. Texas has canceled the right to military access. Let's see here. We can only have one troop down there. Let's pause real quick. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be good for now. Let the manpower regenerate a little bit. And then look over here at Maryland again. Can't annex them just yet. Relations. That's not relations. These are relations. There we go. I'm so happy to see West Virginia independent. I thought, for whatever reason, there was a notion in my head that Virginia's power was absolute, and that they would be a permanent rival. But, you know, we've dealt a serious blow to them today. And now, I mean, this is a very recoverable blow, but it's nice that we're starting to break apart their little empire here. It's just, it makes me happy. If these rebels can just survive a little longer, then we'll see another nation. They probably won't accept vassalization, but you know, it's just, it'll be good to see another new nation on the street when, you know, all these, you know, the borders are starting to get defined with these bigger nations having swallowed up some of the smaller ones. Okay, so what are we gonna get now? Accepted culture threshold minus 50%. Religious unity. National revolt risk. What about just straight up economic ideas? We get national tax modifier, build cost, yearly inflation reduction, interest per, possible advisors. Although administrative technology cost, we get mercenary cost minus 25%, core creation cost on us, mercenary maintenance, interest per available mercenaries, possible advisors. I think I want administrative ideas because then it gives us technology cost reduction, and I think that will pay dividends in the future. Huh. Yeah, and we do use a lot of mercenaries, and we do take out loans quite a bit. Seems like a smart idea to me. Now we have the Statue of Liberty, which lowers the amount of stability cost. Let's increase stability a little bit. And hire a new military advisor. Land force limits plus 10%. 15.4 monthly. Why not? We make enough money. Yeah, our nation's doing fantastic right now. And almost has achieved religious unity. Oh, I was misreading that date. Okay, that's why. I can't annex them for another few years. I thought that 6 up there was an 8. My bad. Merge these units together and give them a leader. Someone to look up to. Dongan? Yep. Danvers Dongan. Sure. Well, our rebels just got taken away. But I thought I just... Oh, I converted the culture here. Wait, where did I just convert the culture? I'm so confused. Well, everything looks exactly the same. Yeah, I don't get it. Don't get it at all. Can I change the culture up here any? Oh, okay, I changed the culture here in Edmund. I thought it said... I saw the E. Okay, so yeah, let's try and change the culture up here. Maybe these guys won't rebel as often. That'd be pretty cool. And I guess I never sent the colonists down there. Deny them privileges. Aha. Gain 1 stability. Gain 50 prestige. I'll gain a whole stability. Prestige is cool, but I'll start losing it quite quickly, I would imagine. Looks like we have pretender rebels in Castile. Oh look, Yep, here's Europe. I forgot they existed. Morocco still exists. Mali could start colonizing Africa. Get some trade companies going. Make my way out over to India. New South Wales has completely taken Australia, but they have not created the state of Australia. Interesting. Sydney is the capital. Although real Australia's capital is somewhere over here. It's not Sydney. I know it's not Sydney. The capital of Australia is Australia City. I said it. I can't forget the name of it. I think it begins with a C? Oh. No, if it was right there. I just need someone to sound it out to me. Just Broken Hill. Orange. No, that's... No. No, it's not Melbourne. Yeah, it upsets me that I can't remember the capital of Australia. I am sorry to my Australian listeners, if I ever have Australian listeners. I forgot the capital of your great civilization. It happens. I never claimed to be the smartest man in the world. That title was given to me. Maine, what do you... Well... How about this? Now, I don't want to fabricate claims too soon. All I know is that I hate Maine. I'll send them an insult so that they know that. Boom. Hate you. We've had run-ins in the past. They've completely destabilized the Nova Scotia Islands. These illegitimate governments here with their lousy flags. Well, Cape Breton looks alright. But Edward Island, what are you doing, man? Don't get it. I don't get it. Don't know why those Virginians are still hanging out in my country. Forgot that I probably need troops over here. Get a small garrison going. 5,000 troops. That's more than the Colonial Marines. But if we're gonna have trouble from Virginia, I mean, they have a whole 12,000 down here, so even my 5,000 isn't that much. But worst case scenario, I just get more troops and send the Colonial Marines out there to provide even further assistance with a 2-star general. Should be able to take some stuff out. I guess the borders of South America aren't going to look too crazy. That's good. You know, Quebec will wedge themselves in there. I'm wedging myself over here. Maybe... No, Texas is there too, so they'll probably... I won't be able to connect to my territories. That would have been cool. But it won't happen. Or at least not anytime soon. And I would very much like to annex you. Any day now. 26th of September. Wait a minute. No, stop. I forgot to keep supporting rebels here. Come on, rebel. Don't have time for this. Gah, they're gonna lose. Kept them distracted for a while, though. Gave it a good run, but my negligence stopped the revolution. For that, I am very sorry. Did Florida lose that war with Georgia? They didn't take Chatham. So maybe. I mean, they still have all their territory. When can I annex West Virginia? 28th of May, 1574. I didn't realize the Incans were my allies. Against Puerto Rico. Grant them privileges. And I gotta take that proclamation, that guarantee away from them, because that's losing me prestige. I forgot that I even did that. I thought it would act as a deterrent, but it did not work. I wanted it to act as a deterrent, but I had no actual intention of ever going through with protecting the Inca. They're just going to have to protect themselves, unfortunately for them. And 30. Trade efficiency +2. That sounds fine. Newfoundland is back with all its territory, despite losing some of it earlier. Can't get a royal marriage. Yeah, we can. Royal marriage. Yay. Great. Great. And still... Well, what seems to be the issue? I have no diplomats. Why not? Where are they? Well, I just sent a royal marriage request, so he'll be coming back. Annex them. That has started. We will have cores, and this will be done May 1570. I'm going to extend this episode. We just passed the 45-minute mark, but we're going to continue anyway. Because if my calculations are correct, we will get cores across all of Maryland. And then here in episode 16, we will cease being New York and become something bigger, something greater than the sum of our parts. We will become the Mid-Atlantic Union. And all the nations of this continent will have to look on at our splendor and despair. For they know that hell is coming, and that they are not prepared. And that'll be fun. For us, not for them. Okay, no, we got our North Carolina nationalists. They're still alive. Kicking. So they're not getting any reinforcements though, which is what I really need to happen to guarantee that North Carolina survives. That's great news. Let's see. More military. Siege ability plus 20%? Absolutely. Gain 1 base tax in Guaya. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at West Virginia's borders makes me happy. Still, they're brilliant green, too. Where there was no nation, now there is. And, you know, I did this. I freed them. And they're going to decide to join me soon enough. And I'm just happy. I don't want to insult people from West Virginia, but when I look at your state now, I'm going to look at it almost as if I were a father to it. I am Andrew Horning, Andar, the father of West Virginia, the kingdom of West Virginia. Arthur the First Neely, the Neely line. You are actually, you know, you're not even a kingdom. You're a duchy. And I am the actual king of West Virginia. But you are right now an administered part of the New York Empire. So I am technically. So you are led by a duke. Should probably start building up this one again. Let's get another 10,000 infantry. This time from New Hampshire and Vermont. Come on, I clicked it. There we go. 5. The New England provinces have to help out too. We all do our part. I believe I have 2,000 cavalry here, so 3, 4, 5, and I just need 1 more artillery. From Broome. And Guaya has become a self-sustaining colony. Let's go see it. Cool. Not Guaya, it's Guayra. Guayra. Cool. Neat. I like that. Let's get these troops to rally up. And, let's see here. That's still going. I mean, I don't want Texas to wedge itself into here. So, I'll just block off Mato Grosso, and then eventually colonize that, and then push into Argentina, now that we completely have Chile. Go for the eyes. Meanwhile, I guess I should start putting more of these down. Some level 3 fortifications if I can. There we go. Let's start putting some here too. Now we don't have the military power for it. Oh, we'll let that regenerate then. I forgot that it takes more than just some currency. And by my calculations, these guys should now be a 30 stack. Oh, it takes diplomatic power. We might not be producing enough diplomatic power. Should be. 3, 3, 3, 2. It's 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're producing profit. Estimated to be done unknown. Gain 100 population there. Merge these guys. These guys need a general. They need some leadership. Levy Thoop. Why not? And that's almost converted. Create an army for our nation. Having 60,000 troops is enough. Incorporate Maryland. We are in the process of doing that, so that'll be an easy one. And then West Virginia will become the first non-Mid-Atlantic state to join the Mid-Atlantic Union peacefully. Whereas, you know, a lot of these guys joined New York, though. So, after the formation of the Mid-Atlantic Union, these guys will be the first to join up. Right? Yeah, they can't even begin the annexation process until 1574. Oh no. Send these guys in there, and that'll be fine. Then all we have to do is push Virginia and Portugal out, and we'll have that whole area. Call it South Brazil, and Virginia will have North Brazil. They'll call this Amazona, I guess. It's a shame that this is all wasteland and you can't colonize into it. I really hate that. Especially over here, because they make the Rockies also wasteland, and that's annoying. Mercenary cost. Which I believe we now have religious unity. We do! Yay! Power projection. What is this? Has long-time rivals. Huh. I don't much care for any of that. And that shows how legit pro I am. We didn't unlock any. We won't unlock any policies until these branches are complete. So I wonder what new policies we potentially could have. If I decide to remember where policies even are. Here they are. Colonial Administration Act. That's good. Push us around Africa. Edict of Tolerance. So religious unity plus 20%. Alright, sure. Missionary strength. We have no heretics in the country though, so doesn't matter to me. We will have to convert these guys down here though, because West Virginia believes in the American Baptist system. These guys have to take over 3 provinces to start, like, the actual War of Independence. And then I think we can declare war on Virginia again to help. So that has become province. Let's finish this up here. And then we can just leave this empty. And once, I guess, South America is completely taken, we'll start messing around in Africa. Well, it looks like Portugal is already ahead of us in that regard. Aragon's still around. How about that? They don't much care for communicating with us. I guess we're just too far away. I don't even know what to build. We have so much money. Stability cost modifier, and I guess I can put that anywhere. Let's see what resources are around. Let's trade value. It's not what I want. Trade goods. Trade goods. That thing. Trade goods. Yep, sure. That's a whole lot of nothing. Let's build this Fine Arts Academy anywhere then. In the capital. Boom. Like that. And then stability cost will be reduced in the future. Waiting on you, Maryland. We're just not producing enough. Maybe I'll hire this +3. I don't need... this guy. Trade efficiency plus 10% and +3 diplomacy. So maybe now we'll be producing more diplomacy. That'll get sucked into this. Still not enough, though. Frontenac. Yay. The reason I time these episodes in 45-minute chunks is because the longer it is, the exponentially longer it takes to export out of Premiere. And look at that, war! No, Puerto Rico, I don't care about you. Lose a bunch of money. I have a bunch of money to lose, so why not? Puerto Rico hasn't helped me, they've been a nuisance this entire time. I don't care. Alabama looks weird. No, because they all took most of Mississippi except for that little part there. I have to continue supporting these rebels. With all the money I can. Oh, they're just gonna sit on it. They need to move over to Wake now. That would be the intelligent thing to do. For them. See if we can't get another 30 stack. We're kind of low on money right now. Because we're paying for those advisors. So, I guess I'll avoid making a much bigger military than what we have. We have to have the biggest in the world right now, I'd imagine. Let's check the ledger out. At the very least, the biggest military in the North America. Biggest military that, you know, matters. No, actually, I'm number 4? Huh. Virginia is actually higher than me? I don't think so. And it says total. I find that weird. I mean, I have the most infantry, I guess. Most cavalry as well. Texas has more artillery, so does Aragon. It's alright. Comes to manpower, I'm number 4. I have the potentially largest military. Let's look at other things, like navies. Total. I have the biggest navy in the known world. What we know of the world. Alright. What about other cool stuff? No, let this keep going. American Samoa. Score comparison. Who has the most score? France and New York. And Texas. So I'm the number 2 nation right now, behind France. That's fine. I was probably never going to fight much for those areas anyway. Alright, is Florida once again in war with Georgia? No? They're at war with Iowa, Oklahoma, and Tennessee, though, for some reason. Virginia is also at war with those nations. Huh. I guess purple is royal marriages. Yeah, I don't want an alliance with Newfoundland. They'll just drag me into war with Quebec, and I rather like Quebec. There, and we can upgrade our artillery now, right? Nope, there it is. Just takes a little bit. See, this is morale. Defensive morale. I want to take their morale down. That's the spirit. Demoralize the enemy. -1 national revolt risk? Sure. Almost. 94%. Will it be worth the wait? The extra 20 minutes? Hope so. Okay. Integration is a slow process. They are now a part of our nation. And guess what, guys? We've done it. This is the last episode as New York, as we transition into the Mid-Atlantic League. The Mid-Atlantic League, not the Mid-Atlantic Union, which is what I've been saying. Alright, sure, we can be that. Boom. And a new, better flag. You know, I was complaining about how I don't like New York's flag. This is a nice one. Simple. Very imperial looking. That is the flag of an empire. Kind of in the styling of England and no, that's not the Norwegian flag, but you know, Denmark there. These kind of flags. Looks brilliant. It's beautiful. Doesn't change our ideas any. Bureaucratic despot? Sure. Still, which means that Francis the First Tryon is the first emperor of the Mid-Atlantic League. God, that's amazing. just look at it. It's beautiful. Really beautiful, except for the fact that it's the same color as Quebec and Puerto Rico, making these borders look really, not that great. So let's just stay friends of them, because a war would get very confusing. But yeah, that's it. We are a new nation now. What am I going to do with the YouTube channel thumbnail? I don't know, I have to think about that. I have to change the flag up there a little bit. Well, that's a problem for next episode. Thank you for watching.